All right, so you're trying to get into running paid advertisements on social media, whether it be in Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest, any of these, right? But you're trying to figure out how it really works. In this video, I'm going to talk about all of that, and I'm also going to share how we spent $74 to make over $16,000. Stay tuned. All right, so media buying is essentially when you're running ads on a platform. I'll just use Facebook and Instagram for most of these examples because that's what I'm used to, right? So let's say you have a business where you film videos for people, right? And you want to advertise this business, you want to get more people to use your services. You go on the Facebook Ads Manager, that's what they call it, where you actually run the ads and do the targeting and all that stuff. Then you say, I want to target people in my city, which is Paris, that have a certain business. Maybe you want to shoot videos for bakeries. Maybe that's your specialty, right? Or some type of food. So you can find certain keywords and interest of people that would be likely to own a bakery, right? Maybe it's certain licenses or certain things that they would have. And then you can target people that are only within your area, right? So now you're only paying for people that are in a certain area that have to do with a certain interest, and that's the only people that you're going to be showing your ads to. This is essentially what media buying is, right? So you can select who you're seeing, how they see it, and whatever your objective is, right? So the objective is one of the most important things. So a lot of the times, I'd say most of the time when people are putting ads on social media platforms, the number one goal is to get someone to do something, right? And generally in marketing, we call this a conversion. The ultimate goal would be for someone to buy something, but also maybe you just want to generate leads. You just want to get people to sign up or to book a call. Or maybe you have a website or a blog. You just want people to go to your website. Or maybe you just want people to see your video. Maybe you want people just to engage with your posts. You want people to comment and share and do all that different type of stuff. You can pick all of these different type of outcomes as your goal for your ad. And this is another part of it. All right, so now let's talk about placement. So this is obviously gonna depend on the platform you're on. With Facebook and Instagram, like they have a lot of different placements even within those two, right? So if you think about when you're on the platforms, if you're on Instagram or if you're on Facebook, let's say for example on Facebook you have Facebook Marketplace, you have Facebook Messenger. Within Facebook Messenger you can have ads that are showing up within the messages, right? If you're on Instagram, you can have ads that show up on your Instagram stories. So whenever you're scrolling through stories and you see a sponsored post, this is where you can select to have your stuff being seen. And it's the same for different platforms. You can select where you want your ads to be seen. So a lot of the times, people don't like to have their ads seen outside of the feeds, the main feeds. So whenever you're scrolling through Facebook, Instagram, whatever the platform is, because that's where they think they'll get the most attention. But sometimes you can get really good results from having ads, for example, on the right column, which you'll see here on Facebook, or in some other placements. Now, another placement that a lot of these social media platforms have, and I've experienced with Twitter and Facebook, and I believe TikTok would have the same thing, is an audience network. I'm not sure what the exact name is for the other platforms, but essentially, if you can log into an app, let's say you are using Calendly, for example, or something like that, and you can log in with your Facebook information, most of the time they can put ads on these platforms because they're partnered with them. So this is another option for placement. All right, so another really, really important thing is your budget, right? So how much money a day are you going to be spending on ads? So like I've said in other videos, if every time you gave me $1, I gave you back $1.50, how many times would you do it, right? If you handed me $1 and I handed you back $1.50, how many times would you do it? How often would you do it? As much as possible, right? Because you know you're getting more money back every time you hand me money. So that's essentially what you want to be happening with your ads, and you want to be able to keep spending and keep getting more money back. So that's essentially what you're doing, right? But at first, when you have your budget, you don't want to spend that much money. And I'll click a link to another video where I talked about this more in depth. I don't want to go over the full thing in here, but essentially you want to start with a small budget where you can see different things, like how much it costs for someone to see your video or your picture, to click on it to become a lead, or whatever other steps you have before someone ends up buying, or whatever your end goal is. All right, so now let me discuss how we spent $74, just about 74, less than 75, and made over $16,000. So this is with a warm audience. So a warm audience is essentially someone that is familiar with your business. So this could be someone that has landed on your website, someone that has seen your profile, whether it be in your social media or whatever, or maybe they're on your email list. Now, most of the time, these are going to be the best people to target. Why? Because they're already familiar with you and your business. And the reason why these are the best people is because you don't necessarily have to explain every single thing that there is about your business before you can possibly sell to them. So most likely they already know who you are, what you do, and what your products are. So from here, it's literally just convincing them to take some type of action, whatever that would be. So with the client I was working with, we had an email list, we also had people that were on the website, and we had people that are engaged in social media. So we took this group, only targeted that group, and said there's only a few spots left for this event that we're doing. With less than $75, we made over $16,000. Now, I'm not promising that you guys will be able to do the same or anything like this, but from what I've seen, I've been running ads for the last 10 years on social media. When you retarget people, when you're running ads to people that are already familiar with you and your business, this is usually where the biggest profits come in. All right, so I gotta head to the gym soon. I am sweating. I usually don't wear a shirt, so this boy is sweating out here. But if you guys want a more specific video on a certain platform, or if you want me to go into detail on anything else, let me know. Shout out to my boy Corey. This is the reason this video is getting made, because he followed me on social media. I made a post, said, what do you guys want me to post about? And this is what he said. So I will do these videos if you guys ask, but you guys have to ask. If not, I'll just make up some stuff that I think you guys want to hear. But that's enough rambling. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace. All right, that wasn't the last thing. So if you guys have a business and you want me to look over, if you want my expertise, my help, or anything like that, you should see a link below where you can sign up for a call with me on Calendly. If I have availability, we can hop on a call and see if we can possibly do something together, or I could just give you some advice really quick. But yeah, this is the end. Peace.